Alright guys, hey, how's it going? If you don't recognize me, I'm Aaron from Snapwire Films, and today I'm going to be giving you a list of my top 10 games in no real order. I will, however, tell you what my number 1 game is at the end. I guess we'll just start here. Number 10, Rock Band 3. I really enjoy just heading down to the basement, picking up a guitar, or a plastic guitar, just kind of pretending I'm in a famous rock and roll band, or metal band, or whatever I'm into at the time. I do play real guitar, I know a little bit of keyboard, and I know some violin. I do have musical talent, as was proved in It's Called Shaq Fu. But I do enjoy Rock Band every once in a while, so that's a plus. I like Rock Band 3 the best because it has a really good set list, and I feel like the interface is a little better with that one. Also, I try to limit myself to one game for each series during this list. There's one occasion where I was not able to limit myself to that. Yeah, but for the most part, it'll be alright. Number 9, Donkey Kong Country 2. Now, I got Donkey Kong Country 2 a while ago. I got the Game Boy Advance port. And that was... oh god, I love that game. That game is actually one of the reasons I became friends with one of my best friends. Because we just shared interest in that game. Of course, he was a lot better at it than I was at the time. Back in my youth, I was not a very good gamer. It's not like I was raging a lot, but yeah. Anyways, that was a really fun game. I love that game. I spent about a summer playing it. Just that game alone. I love that. Games used to take me so long. Another one we have here is Pokemon Emerald. I love the Pokemon series. I'll throw that out there. The only Pokemon games that I haven't liked, I'm betting people are going to get butthurt over this. Pokemon Snap. Yeah, that's right. I'm not a fan of it. Pokemon Black and White. Didn't like them. And I haven't tried Black and White 2. Because my hopes were so high for Black and White, and I just don't feel like Black and White satisfied what I wanted it to be. So, I didn't get Black and White 2, but I hear they're better. So, I'm eventually going to be getting those. But yeah, Pokemon Emerald. This wasn't... see, I started with 2nd Gen. But, 2nd Gen was my first Pokemon generation. First time I got involved with 2nd Gen. But, I really enjoyed the 3rd Gen games. I know a lot of people didn't enjoy Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I liked them a lot. I don't know why. I really liked them. They were fun games to me. I didn't really see why people didn't like them that much. But yeah, let's move on. The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. If you didn't know, I wrote all these down on a list earlier, so I wouldn't forget them. So Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. I played this game over my cousin's house. You may actually know my cousin. His username on YouTube is RadicalFaith360. He reenacts YTPs and all that shit. Anyways, yeah. First time I played Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past was over at my cousin's house. And I was really young at the time. Just to tell you how bad I was at the game, I couldn't even find the secret passage to get into the castle at the beginning. Yeah. Anyways, I played it up at his place maybe about a year ago, and I remembered, hey, this game. I used to play this game every time I came up here when I was little. So eventually the nostalgia just got to me, and I ended up buying it for my Super NES. The next one is Star Wars Battlefront. In case you lost track, we're at number 6 now, even though these really aren't in any specific order. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I got Star Wars Battlefront 2 a long time ago on Steam, back when I was in 8th grade. And I don't know, I just got addicted to it. Played Oh, I played it way too much that first week I got it. And I still play it every now and then. It's a really fun game. I like it a lot. And plus I have it on the PC, so I can download all the mods and stuff. I get a bunch of mod maps sometimes and just go crazy like that. So number 5, we have BioShock. Need I say more? It's BioShock. Like, the reasons for not liking BioShock. You're a COD fag. You think COD is the only first-person shooter that's actually worth playing. Or you're just scared of it. And really, I mean, at first glance, you might be a little scared of BioShock. It's a little creepy. Yeah. But you get used to it. It's really a good game. It's a good first-person shooter. If you can't tell, I'm not a huge COD fan. I know people who are. I just don't like it. I don't like COD. Yeah, I just stay away from it. I tried it a few times. It's not like I'm closed-minded. I tried it. I said, this isn't for me. But away. I like other first-person shooters. Like this next one. Number 4, Team Fortress 2. Again, this is one of those cases where, need I say more? Team Fortress 2, released by Valve. Great game. Went free-to-play on Steam. A bunch of people complain that the free-to-play players ruin the game. It's not really that true. I mean, there are a few stupid free-to-play players out there, but technically, I myself am a free-to-play player. I originally played TF2 over a friend's house, the same friend who I bonded with over Donkey Kong Country 2, and I loved it. I just loved TF2 from the first moment I started playing it on his computer. So, eventually, I tried to buy it for myself, but I couldn't. Right when I was actually about to buy it, Valve decided to be like, oh, let's make it go free-to-play! Launching our free-to-play games, yeah! So, I mean, I was partially excited, but also partially disappointed, because that would technically label me forever as a free-to-play player, even though I am now a premium member of the community, and have, I bought in-game items, so I'm now a premium member, now a gold member, whatever you call it. But yeah, Team Fortress 2. Amazing. Love Team Fortress 2. Play it way too much. And this next one, number 3. A lot of people wouldn't agree with me on this, but Fable 3. Now, I love Fable 3. A lot of people were online saying, Fable 3's horrible. Fable 3's the worst game ever. And I don't know. I don't know what they saw that was wrong with it. I thought it was a great game. One of my friends recommended it to me the summer. No, not even the summer. One of my friends recommended it to me in about September of freshman year of high school, if I'm remembering right, because I remember there was a really long weekend in which I played it a lot during September. So yeah, I remember that. And it was on sale on Steam the time I got it too. So yeah, and it's a really good game. I loved it. I love it a lot. I feel like replaying it actually, now that I'm talking about it. I've replayed it multiple times, and it just doesn't get boring. Alright, these next two, these just get into like deep nostalgia. Number 2 on my list is Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2. Screw Legacy of Goku 1, that shit sucked. This game was given to me by a friend who I am no longer in contact with. I went over his house a lot over one summer, and I used to play this game on my Game Boy all the time, and eventually at the end of the summer, he just decided to let me have it. He's like, I'll delete all the save files, here you go, have the game. So I was excited, I was like, yeah! And I played it through on like all three of the save files multiple times, I believe. That's a great game. I just love that game. The only hard part in that game, the only two hard parts in that game, one, transporting the eggs to the new nest, and 2, training Hercule, however you say his name. I don't know, I haven't watched the Dragon Ball Z anime in a while, so I don't remember how to pronounce that. I'll just say Mr. Satan. It's really hard to train Mr. Satan to level 50, and it's not even really worth, like, first of all, I just think Mr. Satan's a dick. My favorite line from that game is when, I think Cell calls him ignorant hick. Maybe that was Krillin. Oh, I just love that line. When Mr. Satan is getting ready to fight Cell. Anyways, I dabbled on that too long. This is number 1. This is my ultimate favorite game of all time. And I love this game. Pokemon Silver. This was the one where I broke the rule of more than one game from a series for this list, blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, I can't really English tonight. Pokemon Silver. This game was given to me by the same person who gave me Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2. I've spent so much time, just so much time playing Pokemon Silver. It was amazing. I loved it. Tragic story. I never beat it, and the cartridge no longer. Well, the cartridge technically belongs to me, but no. You see, I never got the chance to beat it because I didn't know anything about Pokemon, and I was, yeah. See, I didn't have a Pokemon that could learn Waterfall, and you need Waterfall to get to the League Championships. You need Waterfall to get to the Elite Four, and I didn't have a Pokemon that could learn Waterfall, and I went into this game. I played through pretty much the whole game, not knowing anything about Pokemon, just going like, okay, this seems right, and this progresses the storyline. Keep in mind, I was about 7 when I played this, maybe 7, 8 maybe. I knew nothing about Pokemon, but little did I know that me playing that game was the path for me to just join the Pokemon world. It's just amazing. I love pretty much everything about Pokemon, except 5th gen. I hate that. I hate 5th gen. Has nothing to do with the Pokemon designs, just hate the game. 1st gen I'm not a fan of either, I know, like, people get so weird over that. I tell them, I don't really like 1st gen. Like, I like the Pokemon from 1st gen, I just don't like the games from 1st gen. Not a fan. I have Blue. But anyways, I never got the chance to beat Silver. I no longer have the cartridge. What happened was, I got the Nintendo DS. I sold my old Game Boy Advance SP. And I didn't know prior to purchasing the Nintendo DS that I wouldn't be able to play Game Boy Color cartridges on it. So, I ended up giving the cartridge to one of my best friends, and he ended up loaning the cartridge to one of his other friends. Eventually I got a Game Boy Color, and I went up to my friend and I said, hey, can I have that cartridge back? I have a Game Boy Color, I can play it now. And he said he gave it to one of his other friends. One of his other friends was borrowing it. So we waited a little while, and I asked him again, and he said that he asked for it back from his other friend, but his other friend said his cousin stole it. And I was given a few different theories about this. Either the cousin did steal it, or the other kid just said that so he can keep the game. Personally, I'm not extremely upset, but I mean, I would really like to have that cartridge back, because that has a lot of value to me. But I'm never gonna get that cartridge. That specific cartridge, no, never gonna get that back. Never. I've tried to go online, tried to buy more, and I find that they command very high prices just to make sure that the save battery is working. very high prices. So, yeah. But I love Pokemon Silver. That game is just... What can I say? I just love Pokemon Silver. Anyways, this is the first episode of Snapwire Films Gaming. Don't worry, this channel isn't gonna be just for people talking to you about games. It's gonna have some gaming videos too. It should be all that. But thanks for your time, and why don't you just comment your top 10 games in the comments? Just go ahead and do that. Way down there. Just go crazy. Yeah. I better see some Pokemon on those lists, guys. Come on, don't let me down.